If you live, you live. Just get out the way. It's taking forever. Zoom out. Excuse me. Okay, that's a lot better. And then let me see what that looking like. Happy Monday. I think it's Command Delete. Yeah, there we go. All right. Let me get my thoughts gathered here together. Cause there was so much going on yesterday. It cut me down in the background. It was so much going on yesterday. Let me go ahead and I see like don't the spirit already told me go ahead and put your subscriber mode on, cause the spirit had already told me, cause I'll get distracted logging in, and that's a separate entity that you have to like. Thank you for the hearts, for the engagement. I appreciate it. See, cause I'll forget. I'll be so distracted. Let me get some cream for my lips before I just start randomly giving out ashy lip kisses. You like your kisses ashy, or do you like them juicy wet? I like them kisses juicy wet. Thank you for the hearts. I had to get them wet. Juicy for you. Appreciate you so very much. And since we didn't come on yesterday, as you can see about who's on the lineup, Kevin from yesterday is in fact here, ready and waiting on me.
The Wonder Oven Pro is an 8-in-1 non-toxic air fryer toaster oven. Now with 2 new cooking functions and precise digital controls. It preheats fast, cooks on 3 levels, and replaces 5 bulky appliances.
It was almost midnight in late August in Northport, Florida, when a woman's cries for help rang out across Malcote Road. By the time neighbors awoke to investigate, she was gone, compelled off the street and back into her home by her killer. Police arrived to catch the suspect in flight. Unfortunately, for 2 of the street's most popular residents, it was too late. Police made a horrific discovery. The beginning of a story that would be hard to imagine were it not true. Hi there, I'm Kevin, and welcome to Just Thought Lounge. Today's case is about a selfless couple motivated by compassion and good intentions, who made a choice that was met with betrayal, abuse, and rage. Let's take a look. Northport is a growing city on Florida's Gulf Coast, known for its natural springs, freshwater canals, and proximity to beaches. Just before midnight on August 31st, 2023, Northport resident Jonna Walton awoke to noises at her front door. First, she heard the doorbell ring, followed by banging and a woman's voice calling out for help. After waking her husband and checking on the safety of her children, Jonna placed a call to 911. Jana had initially opened the door and found the person was gone. While on the line with emergency dispatch, she decided to check again. This time, she spotted what appeared to be blood at the threshold and trailing along the driveway, leading out to the street.
Did anybody home, Peter? No, we all heard her. But everything's pretty big. I'm in the house across the street, empty. The door is empty. Okay. We literally put a house on the street. Did you only hear one voice, or did you hear more than one? Only one. Oh, there's a whole bunch of blood outside. We need to finish this now. Oh, shit. Okay, I need you to lock the door and stay at the lock. It's locked.
The Waltons, safe in their garage, watched as police cruisers began to fill the street. Officer Tyler Rogakis of the Northport Police Department was amongst the first to arrive on scene. As he pulled his cruiser onto Malakote Road, he observed a younger-looking man dressed in a light tank top and red shorts getting into a small black car. Though it was dark, the officer could see that the man was covered in blood. Rogakis identified himself as an officer and gave clear instructions to stop, which were ignored. The car pulled away, and a chase through the streets of Northport ensued. Northport police first pursued the black Chevy Sonic through the residential streets. Over the next 30 minutes, the driver made his way onto the I-75 and across county lines. At least 3 officers, including Rogakis, were in tow as the vehicle first sped down and then up the highway, at one point crossing over to drive against oncoming traffic. Police continued in pursuit, though on the correct side of the road. As they did so, information from the scene on Malakote Road was reaching them. 2 doors down from the Waltons, inside the house where the fleeing suspect had been parked, police entered to find the homeowners, Robbie and Jennifer Tower, dead in a bloody scene. Each had sustained an undetermined number of stab wounds. Absent from the home was the couple's 22-year-old son, Dima Tower. Jana told police it was his black Chevy that had raced from the scene upon their arrival.
Now this your car. You the owner of the Sonic that we chasing.
Sarasota County Sheriff's deputies eventually stopped the car by deploying a spike strip onto the roadway. His tires flattened, dashcam footage captured Dima exiting the car and running from the roadside.
Where you going?
He hopped a fence which led into a warehousing property. Behind was a series of alligator-infested canals. Officers recalled hearing the animals in the water as they approached. They believed Dima swam into the canals in order to elude them. His efforts paid off, at least for a time. The chase was called off for the night. Search efforts to locate Robbie and Jennifer Tower's bloodied son resumed again the next morning, in the light of day. The Towers married on the 21st of October, 2000. Jennifer was a paralegal turned realtor and business owner. She was a devout Christian and Sunday school teacher. Both she and her husband were animal lovers. They held a special place in their hearts for Rottweilers. Robbie Tower was known for his infectious laugh. He had a quirky sense of humor, which was often displayed when he wore silly socks, t-shirts, or funny shorts. The couple were extremely popular in their neighborhood. Robbie had even earned the affectionate title of Mayor of Malakote Road, where he started community block parties to bring people together. Robbie and Jennifer were both deeply religious. Their faith led them to take on regular missionary work in Eastern Europe and elsewhere. Unable to conceive, they made other plans to expand their family. Following a visit to an orphanage in Ukraine, the Towers made the decision to adopt. Though the process was long, stressful, and extremely expensive, Ravi and Jennifer were elated when they were finally able to welcome home their adopted son. At the age of 14, the Towers adopted Dima.
Oh, goodness. It just... Not like that make it no better. No, I didn't adopted you. I didn't bought you over here from Ukraine. And this is the things that we get. Let Kevin finish, Lord, because I just don't understand. We done did all this for you, and
Dima Tower was born in the Luhansk region of what is currently Russian-occupied Ukraine, located in the far east of the country. In his early years, Dima suffered an alcoholic father who eventually abandoned both him and his mother. When Dima was around the age of 6, his biological mother passed away. He was passed around to other family members' homes in the following months, staying for a short time with an older brother, then later an uncle. By the time he encountered the 2 Americans that would become his parents, Dima had been in the Ukrainian foster system for several years. He lived first in the Luhansk orphanage, which was later relocated further west as the Russian invasion pushed further into the region. American...
Hello.
hello.
I just see what you're doing.
Making my video, of course.
She's mommy make her video.
Mm-hmm.
I walk to the side. And I stretch. And I see you up.
Where's Madison?
Sleep.
You need to be there. I don't know why you're not asleep.
I was asleep.
You shouldn't be up then. Oh man, what?
It was too late.
Good night.
Okay.
You
good
played
night,
all day.
Everyone. Can we take a picture?
Mm-hmm. Hold on, let me fix it. Ching.
Why do you have a mouse?
Because when nobody using it, I don't know who mouse it was. I just got it. And it ain't like they had a name on them.
Yeah, my sister's have a name. My sister doesn't have a name.
I don't see no name on here.
Oh, this Madison's.
How you know?
Because I have my instructions.
Oh, okay. Well, we know she don't use her mouse. You don't use yours either, but I just grabbed one out of there. I was using it.
Wait, can it fit?
In
your laptop? Use
it. I have to use the adapter.
Oh.
Right.
The thing that you bought.
Correct. It's got an adapter.
So it can't fit in your computer. But then when you bought these and put it here, you plugged it in and turned on the mouse.
Correct. It worked.
It kind of looks like a charger block.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
It's flat
Right.
and wider.
Right too.
Well, good night.
Good night, Madeline.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, Madeline.
What is your people?
People come in and out, in and out. People don't just stay. They come in and out. Good night, Madeline. Close the curtain, babe. Block out the light. And get you some rest. I ain't doing that. I'm watching Kevin.
Members described the institution where Dima was living as a prison for children.
Prison?
They reported horrendous conditions and that Dima would show signs of physical abuse.
Oh, no.
When the Towers became parents, family members recalled Jennifer's pure joy and Robbie's open pride at his son's every small success. They embraced their new role as parents. The transition for Dima was challenging, of course. Already in his early teens, he did not speak English when he first arrived in Northport. High school classes were problematic. He dropped out of school entirely in 10th grade. Nonetheless, the family made memories, taking trips across the country and celebrating milestones. They posted with pride images of Dima receiving his American citizenship.
Hello, Madison. I thought you were asleep.
I probably did not wake up. Let me see what time it is. I walked. I opened the curtains. Magically, she woke up. Well, can we say hi to the viewers? Hi. Show her her new dress in the back. And then Max will go take a picture with Mommy. Here's the mouse. That was with mouse.
I'm using it.
It's just me.
It works.
What mouse is that?
No.
No, there's the mouse.
I just told her to go lay down. She still want to keep talking about she not sleeping. She not sleeping.
I'm telling you.
I'm like, y'all need to go to bed. I don't know why y'all keep getting up. Because y'all still have to log in the morning.
Oh, really?
Right. We still have to log in. We just don't have classes. We don't have to wake up early and log in, but we will have to log in. So that's why everybody need to lay down and relax.
Do we have classes? I mean, how many classes do we have?
We don't have classes.
You mean video?
You know, we don't have to watch videos tomorrow. We have to watch videos Wednesday.
Well, today's Monday. Tomorrow's Tuesday.
Uh-huh. Right.
Ah. Now I get it.
Okay. Good night.
So, on Wednesday, we have class?
No, we're watching videos. Good night, Madison girl.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
See you in the morning.
Everyone make sure to like and subscribe and comment to this video. Hello.
Hello.
And a good night.
Hello. Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Get some rest.
You too.
I know, right? I won't be here long.
Though more challenges laid ahead for the Towers.
What happened now? He done dropped out of school.
Arguments with Dima became more frequent.
Somebody who don't
He
speak
moved
English?
out of the house to live with other family members and independently for a time. A police response for a domestic incident was reported in 2020 at the house on Malakote. though no charges were ever filed. Family referred to the period before the murders as one of escalating violence. By the time of Robbie and Jennifer's murder, Dima had been living back at the house for roughly 8 months. He was working. His parents had purchased him a small black Chevy Sonic, the same one that sped through the streets after fleeing the scene of their brutal murder. Your health deserves more than guess.
Oh, this PTSD.
The medical examiner found 68 penetrating wounds on Robbie.
That's what all this overkill. Oh, jeez, 68.
Located on his neck, chest, arms, and elsewhere on his upper body. The same was true for Jennifer. She sustained 79 stab wounds, mostly to her neck. An analysis of the crime scene, which stretched from the bedroom, out of the house down the street to the Waltons, and then back to the tower's living room, would reveal the extent of an incomprehensibly savage attack. Authorities had every reason to believe that it had been committed by their own son, the young man they had adopted from dire conditions and welcomed into their loving family. On the morning of September 1st, Kay Rosas, a Shell gas station employee in Nokomis, watched as a disheveled, extremely muddied young man entered the store and selected an iced tea from the wall of fridges. Kay was immediately suspicious. It was far too early in the day to see landscape workers or other laborers entering the station covered in mud. She grew even more concerned when she took the man's cash and saw that the mud on his hands was mixed with red stains. She spoke to him in English, then Spanish, and had no reply. Police entered the store in search of Dima Tower only minutes later. Cameras capturing the back parking lot of the same building showed Dima walking calmly in one direction, then back towards the exit of the building. Officers, alerted to his presence in the area by Kay and others who noticed him out of place, promptly made the arrest. When Dima sat down with detectives, he was asked to explain how and why the murders had taken place.
Right.
Well, something happened last night. You guys argued. There's a lot of things that happen.
On the first point, how the attack happened, forensic experts on scene had already deduced the answer. Blood evidence showed what was likely a surprise attack in the master bedroom. Robbie, a considerably larger man than his son, was caught unaware as he slept.
We're going to start. The bedroom. The living room. Yep. Was you guys sleeping? Yep. Did you guys have a fight prior to this? No.
There were signs of an intense struggle in the bedroom, against the north wall and then leading into the living room, where Robbie was eventually found.
So your dad started taking him out of bed? No, he wasn't. He was asleep. Okay. And you stabbed him? Yeah. Do you remember how many times? Countless. I'm sorry? Countless. Countless times? Did he ever get out of bed? Yeah. And then what? Did you push him against the wall? Or did he fall? Just being out. Doing anything else. Kind of like that.
It seemed logical that Jennifer would have awoken as this occurred. Perhaps she had attempted to intervene. Already injured, Jennifer made her way out of the house, across the lawn of the vacant house next to hers to reach Jana's front door. The trail back across the driveway showed her return trip. She would be found back in the living room next to her husband. Detectives believed her son must have pursued her to the neighbor's door and forced her back at knife point.
When she ran out, did she go out the front door? Yeah. Did you close the door behind her, or did you? I thought you get back inside. Did she get home? No, she went back inside. At one point, did she go to the neighbors? Yeah, that's what she went out. She went out at that point. Yeah. Did you go back out there together? Or yes? And you know that? Honestly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Where was she at that point? Do you remember? In the driveway, front door, or the driveway?
Dima explained that he instructed his mother to return to the house, and she did. She sat for a time on their sofa, listening to her son air his grievances. When he had completed his monologue, he killed her.
You were talking to her? Yeah. What was she saying back? Pretty much nothing. She was crying, bleeding, or anything. She was. She was.
When detectives asked what had motivated Dima to so brutally murder his parents, he offered several responses. Mostly, he insisted that the answer was too complicated, that they would not understand, or that he did not have time to explain it all to them. Perhaps the clearest and most honest response he offered was encapsulated in a single word: rage.
Help me understand what we're after. Rage. Rage has to come from somewhere else. Yeah, I see some rage. It's a lot of rage to keep all up. Right? Did your parents push you into rage? We don't love your family. They're not our family anymore. Yeah, they've changed. We've been through so much shit, you know. We've been arguing and going back and forth. About what? Family issues. So have you had these thoughts for most of your life? No. Just came up, it is for all the anger and all the. You said, I want to go back to your grand. Yeah. It's the reason that. Did you ask them, did you say that to your parents that you were going to go back to Ukraine? Did they fight with you or something? No.
So then,
Dima denigrated the United States. He no longer cared for his adopted family or country. He was angry and finished with all of it. The 22-year-old presented no plan to return to his home nation, which is still at war. Nor did he offer any explanation as to why his parents would have stopped him seeking his life elsewhere, only that he had fallen out with them. They were no longer a family, he said. Robbie and Jennifer argued frequently. Often their disagreements were about him. In these exchanges, if either parent defended his behavior, it would be Jennifer. Robbie, Dima claimed, accused him of ruining his marriage.
What was the reason to kill your parents? You give us one reason.
Dima contemplated the murder in advance. He recounted thinking about killing his parents when he returned home that night, first as he sat in his car, then as he went into his bedroom and had some whiskey.
So we had those thoughts when you were in bed.
whiskey.
Sure. Did they start you before you were in the car? Yeah. So you start in the house in the car, you go into the house, you go into your bedroom, you continue to have thoughts and violence happening. Yeah, did something trigger it, or did you just say, I'm doing it? So you go over to the kitchen, and you get the knife out of the butcher block. Yeah. And then you went right straight to your bag. Mm-hmm. Did you pick your dad because you knew that you had to disable him first? Mm-hmm. And it was mom sleeping in the next to that. Good. Sounds great, doesn't it? Well, it's your story, so. Oh, it's okay. It's your story.
Two knives were used in the attack. One was found behind a bedside table. Dima claimed this one slipped and he lost it. Instead of ending the attack at that time, he went into the kitchen, retrieved a second knife, and resumed stabbing his parents. Investigators found dirtied water on the counter next to the sink in the kitchen, as well as a towel. Near to the sink was a knife block, where DNA from the handle of a second knife was matched to Dima. Though it appeared to have been washed off before being placed back in the block, some blood remained on the blade.
A form of ketamine was recently approved by the FDA for depression. Ketamine, isn't that a horse tranquilizer?
Dima was held at the Sarasota County Jail awaiting his trial. At first, he was charged with 2 counts of murder in the second degree and 1 count of fleeing law enforcement. Though it was clear from the statements Dima made to detectives and the prolonged brutality of the murders that, barring any mental health considerations, the crime had been contemplated in advance and throughout. The grand jury therefore indicted Dima Tower on 2 counts of first-degree premeditated murder. He went to trial in November 2025.
He was fed up with this country. And the bullshit that this country had to offer him. And his parents, they were a part of that. And he didn't like them as people anymore. And so he knew he would kill them.
Dima's troubled childhood, much of which was spent as a mistreated orphan, was not deemed relevant to the proceedings. If the details of his past overseas were off limits, so too were references to his aggressive behavior after moving to Northport. Old classmates recalled his creepy, antisocial behavior. He had been withdrawn, hiding alone in the nearby woodland. When engaged, he was a bully. Family said Dima had a love of boxing, but only because he loved to hit things. Robbie and Jennifer's selfless intentions towards their adopted son were no match for the anger that he already carried with him, they said.
I'm basically a nobody coming from nowhere. That's what Mr. Tower said.
Defense.
This trial is going to be a little bit different. If you're expecting that I'm going to stand here and say that Mr. Tower is not guilty of anything, you would be incorrect. We talked during jury selection about different levels of murder and different levels of homicide.
Whatever.
Let's continue for a moment. Let's see if we can
Sure.
The trial was characterized by emotional outbursts, the tone set by a defendant that did not wish to receive instruction. Dima Tower did, however, decide to take the stand to offer testimony in his defense. He pushed back on the questions given to him, even by his own attorney. He complained to the judge that he was unable to speak about the topics that he felt were important. Mostly, he kept his head down and breathed heavily into the microphone, visibly frustrated.
Maybe I can give a little bit of my personal background or something.
It's going to work the same with all witnesses. You need to listen to the question and then answer only the question that's been asked of you, okay?
Well, it's important that...
It may be important, but you need to follow the rules in the courtroom, okay? Please ask your next question.
Sure. Did you go to school here in Sarasota County?
Yes or no?
The questions that you're asking me are very complicated, but
did you go to school here?
And
Yes or no, sir?
cannot be simply answered, but I'm forced to simply answer questions.
That's all
which
we
cannot,
need is a simple answer.
for no right reason, can be answered simply. These are not simple questions.
Do you need a moment, Mr. Tower?
Oh,
Remember the jurors, let's take a break. So you do notepads face down, right on top. Please don't discuss anything related to your Everybody stand, jurors exiting.
It was unlikely that Dima's testimony spurred empathy from the jury. He made assertions that he was intoxicated when he confessed to detectives, and temporarily insane while he committed the crime.
still intoxicated the day after off the whiskey?
His formal defense aimed to convince jurors only that the murders were an act of passion, manslaughter, and not murder.
Don't you dare do that, Pat.
Though his testimony made clear that even if he had not planned the murders, he had contemplated committing them in advance.
Do you remember talking with them about multiple times having thoughts of killing your parents?
Yeah, I only had those thoughts a couple times.
Scoot back from the man.
Did you ever have a plan in place to make that happen?
No, I did not.
Scoot back.
So you said you didn't think about killing your parents.
I did not plan on it.
Mr. Tower.
It was not premeditated.
Mr. Tower, what were you thinking about between the time you took that sharp knife, walked into your parents' bedroom, and started to stab your father in the dark?
What you thinking
I
about?
wasn't thinking anything.
Okay.
You weren't thinking anything.
What is there to think?
You right. You right. You right.
When you were sitting out in your car before you went into the house on the night of August 31st.
Mm-hmm. Did she say August 31st?
Did you decide to kill your parents before you walked in?
Did she say August 31st?
Yes.
I don't have anything else. Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh.
The jury returned with guilty verdicts on all counts.
Bye. Bye.
During the sentencing portion of the trial, Robbie and Jennifer's loved ones were given an opportunity to speak about the couple's many admirable qualities, as well as the impact of their loss.
They had a love for the Ukrainian people. And so I was not completely surprised when Jen told me about Dima. She beamed. I can promise you that she could not have loved you more, Dima, than if she gave birth to you herself.
They chose to love Dima and to bring him into their lives. They wanted to make him a somebody and gave him their name.
Robbie's father used his time to speak of vengeance. He wished, against the court rules, to address his grandson directly.
Dima, look at me.
No, sir. Go ahead and direct your comments to me.
I would like him to change his name while he's in jail. I don't want him to use my name anymore. I don't want him to be associated with us. And I just, a lot of things I want to say to you, to him, I don't believe you'd allow it, so I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't think I could go any further.
Dima was given one last chance to speak in the hope that he would express some remorse and, in doing so, offer some form of closure to his family. He was unable to do so. In a bizarre and confusing statement about taking responsibility, he appeared to try to place blame upon his grandparents, specifically Jennifer and Robbie's fathers.
And my apology in this is that nobody want to be held accountable for their actions. And I'm being held accountable for the actions of grown men. So my apology is that I have to be responsible for what Oscar did to his children and what Phil did to his children. And how can I apologize for the mistreatment that Oscar, as a stepfather,
I'm going to have the defendant removed from the stand. She's not to give an apology.
The judge imposed 2 life sentences without parole to be served consecutively. Another 5 years was added for fleeing police.
Don't know what else to say. You seem to be an evil spirit, an evil person.
Evil spirit because you're talking foolish.
Who doesn't seem to have any.
To the judge. He a little sporty, little something, ain't it? And he talking about he full of.
I'm not sure.
Talking back to the judge.
Jennifer and Robbie Tower are remembered for their selfless nature, their warmth and compassion, and how they went above and beyond offering help to others who needed it. The couple spent their vacation time and resources traveling to Russia and Ukraine on mission trips with an aim to help others. They were said to hold a great love of Ukraine and its people. And that was the tragic case of Robbie and Jennifer Tower. Thank you for joining me, and a special thanks this week to Herma Ascari, Korkor, Matt Avery, Tet Louise, and Erica Torres for joining our Sherlock Holmes.
Let him finish, Lord. Let him finish.
It's great to have you in the lounge. I'm Kevin. This is Just Thought Lounge, and I'll see you in the next one.
Doing all the research, keeping it objective, always been effective. They say he got a knack, pick of the litter. You see how Newton got his back. Yeah, the content that you need. This could be a new sign. We talking in the comments. They jot.
What happened? You know, when Coach Colin dropped that 47 minutes ago. Now let me tell you what happened. I had got offline Saturday night. I had got into bed. I was done live streaming. I got into bed, snuggled up in the blankets. And the spirit was like, check YouTube real quick. I'm like, what? I just got off. It shouldn't be nothing going on. I just logged out. We good. Just check it real quick. I'm like, no, I'm trying to go to sleep. Just check it real quick. Nicolas Maduro. Let me see what these charges say. Narco terrorism conspiracy, cocaine importation conspiracy. Move me out the way so I can read it, because it's there. Possession of machine guns and destructive devices. Conspiracy to possess machine guns and destructive devices against the U.S. How do you have them and then you have a conspiracy to have them and use them again? Now you got some balls to go to another country and kidnap the president. I mean, just I couldn't get it. I was laying in the bed and I'm like, this can't be real. Oh, but it was. And it's as hard as I tried last night to go live, I'm talking about was with every, excuse me, I got a little gas because I had those black eyed peas, honey, and them butter beans, Lord, and they are just, And then I just had pistachios too, so that's not gonna make it no better. But I had tried to go live last night. I did try. I had went to Cookout, got something to eat. The girls, they came with me. We had ate some Cookout. I had put everybody to bed. And it was like 12:30, 12:45. And I'm putting Cole down. He's going back to sleep because somehow he got up. At 12:45, I'm like, okay, we should be good. I know it's a little late, but I'm like, this should be good. We should be okay. And I just laid down, contemplating. It was over with. I was like, oh, catch him tomorrow. See, I took a day off, unbeknownst to me. And then it was also because of Nicolas Maduro. Oh, my goodness. It just, like, it still hasn't, like, registered to me as far as, like, how we got to that point. I don't even know why I keep putting me in it, because I didn't have nothing to do with it. I had absolutely nothing to do with this, but to be stalking somebody for weeks and then go and kidnap them in the dead of night, Lord, it's beyond me. And this ain't just anybody. Like, let's make sure we get this crystal clear. This isn't just anybody. I don't know nothing about Maduro. I don't know. Child, I just found out how to say his name. Don't know nothing about his past. Don't care nothing about his past. But that is a line that you just don't cross. Not the president. So sorry, but that's a line that you just don't, not the president. Let me just see what's going on. Because these YouTube streets is just, now, this is her, listen, let me move me out the way. Miss Netizens, Miss Netizens. Just go and watch one video. Oh, what was that, 7 hours ago? Best fails of the decade. Oh, not an hour. Oh, of the decade. That might be interesting. An hour.
How long it takes a beginner like my dad to go from beer belly to get ripped again with Tai Chi.
How old is your father?
She killed that word. I couldn't think of who that was. Okay, they ran it back. 2013. Ooh.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
2017. Oh, TV. I mean, yeah. What happened? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my god! Oh my god! In the pool is just ridiculous. Uh-oh. Oh, give me that. Give me that. Give me that. One hand. Okay. Careful. Ooh, the monster is disrespectful.
Take it.
She thought he disrespectful like you tried to kick it in the air. Oh. 2014. I think that was. Todd coming in.
And how much you pay for that taco?
Hey, yo, you know this, boy. He's got his free taco.
What was you standing on? I'm finna cut it. You know I'm saying that one. I didn't know that was back in 2015. I think we call this one. Ooh. I don't know which one. That's dangerous. Those are already dangerous. I don't even know what this is. I don't know how you thought you was going to get through there. Muddy. No traction at all. Just muddy. Slippery. Go!
I'm here at Barry Island Beach, and there's no sign of stop.
Look, about to hurt yourself. Bet you know this. Here we go. I'm so bored. 2016. What is that? Open it up and see what's inside. Ooh! Before. What is that?
Yes!
Oh my God. Is that the security? Oh. Go on, up and over. Wow. Uh-oh.
Me. You have to be kidding me.
Look at her stomach on this one. When she finna break it. Ooh. Y'all know it's finna break. Just let it go. That's what y'all want to go to anyway. They got it all on the rug and stuff. Please. There's a video dedicated to that one instead. Look, he's just gonna keep going. Watch your neck, cause you Wow.
Kaylee, you just won 1,000 followers. Get over here quick.
Watch your head when you come in.
Music, please.
I didn't even see it.
Let's go research.
Watch, everybody can follow this one. She heard herself.
Hold on to her. Have some fun.
Look. What you?
Ready for impact.
You need to slow down. Oh my God. What was he riding on?
If you are sleeping in a position like this, you are wrecking your body and your breathing. Obstructive sleep apnea happens when
2020. Oh, look how beautiful that water is. It must have been a big one, honey.
Contest 2020. Yes, sir. Oh!
Look how he just standing there. Get your piece of drywall. Watch how fast he take it. Watch how fast he take it. Ooh, he didn't even notice it. Oh, there it is.
It's not a good sign, folks. I don't know what happened, but that is not a good sign. This is why
I should never, can you see it? Trusted my girlfriend to cut my damn hair.
Why would you fall into it?
Hold on to it.
Look at these two. Talking. Madison and Madison. I ain't seen her for all this. I never did a whole hour. It wasn't nothing but a field alarm, and they had it. I thought they was gonna skip through it. I should have sped it up. Candace went live today. Oh, look at Norma. Here they go. They up. They still up. Candace said, that remember when Andrew Kovic said that the medical examiner, the surgeon, my bad, said that Charlie's neck was made of steel. Well, we found out that the surgeon didn't say that. Erica Kurt said that. I'm like, don't they just kind of leave you at a loss for words? I'm telling you. Look, who is this? Hold on.
We are back, baby! My name is Jon Stewart. Welcome back. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy Hanukkah. Good job.
Look, don't get it twisted, okay? Because mainstream media keeps saying that Maduro was captured. Captured and kidnapped, honey, is 2 different words. Captured and kidnapped, 2 different words. Go. That's 2 different words. Don't even play with me like that. 2 different words.
We are back, baby! My name is Jon Stewart. Welcome back. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy Hanukkah. Good job. Whatever it is. We got a show for you tonight. Senator Mark Kelly of Arizona will be joining us. Just today, the senator had his rank stripped and his retirement pay docked by the Secretary of Defense /War, Pete Hegseth /Homelander. The senator will be joining us, and I will ask him if he knows we do not pay our guests. Well, let's get right to the big story.
Look at that paper with all them scribbles on it, Lord.
Trump. And an elite team of Delta Force special operators removed a dangerous foreign dictator from power. Not that one. They're actually.
Look, to my, not that one.
And quite frankly, I think business partners. No, not that. That easy.
Look. Not that one either. Not that one either. Settle down.
They're also quite close. That's not. Okay.
Oh, definitely not that one either. Daily Show roasting his ass. Look, definitely not that.
These two have more of a heated rivalry vibe.
Right. Look, love-hate relationship. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? So it's not that one.
Right.
No, that's...
They so stupid. They not letting it go. They so silly. They so silly, honey.
That one...
Right.
No, that wasn't us. No, I'm talking about the now former president of Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro, who was...
Nicolas Maduro, see? And then look what he said. Now the former president. What in the world?
Reverse iced and imported.
Ooh.
He was actually imported to a jail in Brooklyn. But don't feel bad for him. He was a feared and cruel dictator.
Allegedly.
Don't worry, be happy. La 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 la.
Bobby McFerrin karaoke? You monster. Look, I know that clip makes him seem benign, almost kind of comical. But the truth is, Maduro oversaw a repressive regime that impoverished his nation, silenced dissent, and killed thousands. La, la, la. But his iron rule and a cappella terror came to an end on Friday night when U.S. Special Forces raided Caracas, Venezuela's only city, as far as we know, and snatched Nicolas Maduro out of his bedroom, apparently before he could even take off his sleep mask. His aura ring must have been like, you had a bad night. You did not get good, deep sleep. And as it unfolded, Donald Trump was overseeing it all from a secure location, the Situation Tent at Mar-a-Lago. I don't want to be a dick or a nitpicker, but is this the most secure location?
Exactly.
In Mar-a-Lago, behind the curtain you throw up in front of the catering kitchen? This is a matter of utmost national security. Dessert's gonna have to come out through the surface entrance. I was never here. That was me, acting as though I was coming out of it.
Right. It's so silly.
But obviously, despite the makeshift command center, this was a highly technical and complex operation that required months of training and preparation.
After months of work by our intelligence teammate, find Maduro.
That doggone Donald Trump. No, he over there shaking in his boots. You look like you just slimmed down a little bit, huh? He looked like he didn't slim down. Am I tripping or let me move out of the way? What happened to that gut? You know, that tie always used to have something to lean on and relax on. That suit used to, okay. Maybe it's just me.
Understand how he moved, where he lived, where he traveled.
No, you got to see his facial reactions. Lord have mercy. Look.
He ate.
Look.
What he wore.
Look.
What were his pets?
Ooh. What was his pets? He's so stupid. Pets.
Well, that does explain this photo from the raid.
Oh my God. Look, get out the way. He's so silly. Not the dog handcuffs, Lord. And the mags.
I hope you like eating kibble and Gitmo. Daphne. We debated before the show. Is it mildly racist that we gave him a chihuahua? Is that? Because Basically, what we're saying, like, is that because Chihuahua's from Mexico, this is Venezuela, and I thought, well, so there is some nuance to it, but still mildly racist. You're welcome. Now, obviously, this is actually a very fraught moment for the world. It's highly unusual for any government, any sovereign nation, to violate the airspace and territory of another sovereign nation and hit the grab and go on their president.
Did I not just say that? Did I not just say that? I'm like, man, do y'all not understand? This is the president. Like, what in the world?
Explaining it will require the deft hand of an accomplished statesman. Let me get there.
Okay, go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the President of the United States addressing the nation in this solemn moment.
The United States Armed Forces conducted an extraordinary military operation in the capital of Venezuela. It was dark, and it was.
He got them bags up under his eyes.
If you look back to.
Oh, them bags, Lord, they are bagging. They bagging. And he was struggling to get some rest for this kidnapping.
The Jimmy Carter days, they were different days. Whether it's in Washington, D.C., where we have a totally safe city, restaurants are opening, everyone's happy. They're going, they're walking their daughters, they're walking their children, their wives. Restaurants are opening all over Washington, D.C.
What is he rambling about? Like, what is he rambling about?
So in closing, if we hadn't grabbed Maduro, you'd still be taking Ubers to Ruth's Chris.
Oh my God.
Unless you think I'm making our president look cavalier in this moment, here's Trump describing how he experienced this consequential operation.
If you would have seen what happened, I mean, I watched it literally like I was watching a television show.
And then I flipped over to see who was on Kimmel. I mean, can you believe he still gets to interview Millie Bobby Brown? I mean, he's got no talent. Anyway, back to abducting the president of Venezuela.
Abducting.
Look, no one knows how this operation is going to work out, but based on the United States track record, my guess is we're going to be really happy about this for a couple of weeks. And then 30 years from now, there will be a Venezuelan leftist revolution, and the new government will point to this moment as the reason our embassy there is on fire, and it will absolutely ruin a Democrat's presidency. Generally, that's how this shit works. And remember, the reason MAGA was so high on Donald Trump was that he was the guy who wasn't going to get involved with this kind of shit anymore.
We do not seek war. We do not seek nation building. We do not seek regime change. And we don't want to be the world's policeman.
We don't want to be. Those days are over now. No more American boots on the ground.
We're not afraid of boots on the ground.
No more rebuilding other countries' infrastructure.
We have to rebuild their whole infrastructure.
Well, it's not like we're going to be running someone else's country.
We are going to run the country.
So let me get this. This is a big change in America First policy, is it not? And a change in policy this big is going to need some of that Trump marketing and branding magic.
And the Monroe Doctrine is a big deal, but we've superseded it by a lot, by a real lot. They now call it the Donroe Doctrine.
Donroe Doctrine?
Right.
That's the one when someone calls it out, you go, look, no bad ideas. But honestly, not your best work. The Donroe Doctrine. It's obviously a portmanteau of Monroe and Donald. I guess it's a spin-off of the Monroe Doctrine, famously adopted by President James Monroe in 1823 when he warned colonial powers not to interfere in our hemisphere. Let me let a historian explain.
But you look over here, that's Monroe, the Monroe Doctrine. Why is he up there? I think the Monroe Doctrine was pretty important. You know, that was his claim to fame.
Claim to fame? Like he ate 18 hot dogs in one sitting? I mean, I guess it's correct. You can't really name another thing Monroe was famous for. But it's not like everywhere Monroe went, they'd be like, hey, aren't you that guy from the Doctrine? Babe, get over here. It's the Doctrine guy. Hey! What are you doing in our hemisphere? I told you that would work. A little Monroe Doctrine humor. Slid it in. Now look, generally in American history, when we intervene in another country, whether true or not, we come up with a high-minded pretense. Liberating a people,
some justification.
Introducing baseball to the Japanese.
Some justification, honey.
They complained at first, but it's totally worth it.
Some justification, honey.
On what moral foundation will this conflict be framed?
We're going to have presence in Venezuela as it pertains to oil. We're going to get the oil flowing the way it should be.
Oil.
Seems a little on the nose.
Right. United States.
Oil, precious commodity, certainly.
Right.
But not the reason a country formed 250 years ago on the ideas of liberty and self-determination would go into a country and snatch a man at night. There must be a slightly more noble pretense.
No. We're going to be taking out a tremendous amount of wealth out of the ground. We need total access. We need access to the oil.
Sir, again, I see where we're going here. Do you mind just reframing that? I'm not quite clear on the high-minded principle behind this.
In other words, we'll be selling oil.
That's it. So you mean to tell me?
Is this your first war? I mean, what the?
Really?
All right, let's table this for now. Senator Lindsey Graham, you're an old hand at warmongering. You've done this a bunch. You're on the plane. Can you help this dude out with the casus belli and keep Trump from bringing it back to oil?
There are going to be Americans alive today because he shut down a narco-terrorist state called Venezuela. This is a good thing, not a bad thing.
And the oil companies are going to go in.
You see what I mean? You keep trying to justify it as far as drugs, narco-terrorism, but every time you open your mouth, oil.
This is the...
God!
Exactly.
What?
Exactly. Okay, man, check out my numbers going crazy right now for somebody who just dropped. What was that? Child, and counting. 18 minutes ago, we up to 50K likes. We're going insane. Right. Exactly.
We can't even be conspiracy theorists now.
Exactly.
I think they did it for the oil. Yeah, no, I did it for the oil.
No, you did it for the fucking oil. Period.
Is there any other reason? Can you give us anything?
No.
There's a lot of issues, human rights violations, political prisoners down in Venezuela. We could certainly free them and improve the lives of dissidents.
Are you going to demand that Delcy Rodriguez let opposition figures return or free any political prisoners?
We haven't gotten to that yet. Right now, what we want to do is fix up the oil, fix up the country.
Sad.
Yes, we'll get the people out of jail, but first we have to liberate the oil from its ground prison.
Right.
That oil's been locked up for millions of years,
See what I mean?
yearning to burn free. Obviously, I'm being cynical.
Sure.
It's not purely for oil. Even Secretary of Commerce Howard Lutnick on the plane could tell you that on his way out of the bathroom.
You have steel, you have minerals, right? All the critical minerals. They have a great mining history that's gone rusty. So steel, aluminum, minerals.
These motherfuckers are going full conquistador in front of our eyes. I mean, they got oil, steel, minerals. Oh, and don't forget about the spices. Spices. We'll load our ships with cinnamon and cardamom and oil and everything bagels. You'll see. And they might have gotten away with it too.
Mm-hmm.
But our country is a democracy. So bad news, Don Rowe. Your little oil heist is going to have to get past the Democrats and Inspector Schumer.
So I've been talking to so many members of my caucus today. Everybody is very, very just totally troubled, worried.
I thought it was just me. Tell it.
History has its eyes on. Well, if it were 2 totallys and 1 very, I'd say Trump is getting off scot-free. But 3 totallys and 2 veries? And trouble worried?
And trouble worried. 3 totallys and 2
I don't want to say
veries.
the president doesn't respect the Democrats. But he did not brief them before or after this attack.
Exactly.
Now, you could say that was in the interest of national security and operational confidentiality.
Sure, but
not for this one group he did speak to.
Oh.
Spoken with the oil companies about going into Venezuela.
I have.
For them before the operation took place.
Yes.
Maybe tip them off.
Before and after.
So you talked to all the oil companies, but you didn't talk to Congress.
And then I told Pepsi and Nabisco, Color Guard, I don't know why. What's the suitcase company on Instagram? I told them. I told Hims. I told her. I let the president of Zins shoot some missiles. But I didn't tell any of the Democrats. I don't feel bad for the Democrats. They will be totally, very, very fine. Probably even gain a seat in the midterms. The people I feel sorry for are the Trump defendants. The defenders, the sycophants, who haven't received the memo that we no longer have to frame our adventurism in the ideals of our great country.
And this is a very strong way to support democracy.
Nothing greater than an American president who liberates people.
Liberated them from a strong man who's been holding, by force and intimidation, this country hostage.
We're not about nation building.
The president doesn't want his natural resources. We don't want their oil.
See what I mean? Stop with the cap.
Oh, poor sweet Brian Kilmeade. Sweet.
He didn't say
Brian.
that out his
Trump already
own mouth.
explicitly said
Out his own
he
mouth.
wants their oil.
He want their oil.
And democracy? Trump has already said he wants Venezuelans to freely choose their leaders as long as those leaders are acceptable to us. He's already said he's going to select who will be their next leader. And guess what? This ain't a one-off.
Colombia is very sick, too, run by a sick man who likes making cocaine and selling it to the United States. And he's not going to be doing it very long. By the way, you have to do something with Mexico. We need Greenland. Cuba is ready to fall. You know?
Let the word go forth to a new generation of Americans that if we need shit,
We'll
and
take
it's
it.
not too far away,
Right.
we are going to take it. Anything else you want to take over? I think there's still some time to go after Warner Brothers Discovery. I mean, America doesn't have Netflix money, but we will after we get that sweet oil. And by the way, f***ing Lindsey Graham.
Look at Lindsey Graham as
Honestly, I have never seen him happier. Like a leprechaun in a bowl of f***ing Lucky Charms.
not Lucky Charms.
I think we're going to go after Cuba. Yeah, boss. Yeah. That sounds real good, boss. Real good. Look, this is all exhausting and exposes the Gulf of America, not the body of water. The real Gulf of America is the gap between the high aspirations that embody the founding of this country and the thuggish gangsterism that this crew thinks makes us great again. And if I may offer the news media a New Year's resolution, it's that I don't ever want to hear again about the ramifications of how Trump's actions, however counter to what he promised in his campaign, or the files that he might release, might alienate his base.
Do you expect to see some splits in the MAGA movement?
Will the MAGA base start to break away?
Widen a rift with his MAGA base.
How's it going to play for MAGA?
It'll play fine for MAGA. They'll love it. Their fervor against intervention will be only matched by their delight in this intervention. There is no material on earth more malleable than the hive mind connection between Donald Trump and his acolytes. And no matter how many times he betrays the principles they claim to love him for, they will react over and over with the exact same refrain.
Don't worry. Be happy.
That is Maduro singing that child. Too funny. They're going to find any way, any excuse to justify his behavior, justify his... Ask Kellyanne, honey. She go up there every Tuesday and Friday. And some way, somehow, she got to justify, back in any and everything that he... Ooh, Lord. I just can't. It just exhausted me. I ain't even gonna lie. It just completely exhausted me. To the point to whereas I was like, I'm struggling trying to find the right words. I'm struggling. Like, interesting. Okay. So, but I wasn't tripping. No, I knew I wasn't tripping because I'm like, that is kidnapping. That ain't, I don't know. But I know kidnapping when I see it. I know it when I hear it. And I'm like, that is kidnapping. In the meantime, in between time. See, I wasn't gonna stay long. I just wanted to come on, pop in real quick, say hello. Happy Monday. Look, happy early Tuesday. I can get you the happy early Tuesday. We'll be back tomorrow. God's willing, we'll be back tomorrow. But in the meantime, in between time. Was I on the right? In the meantime, in between time. Come on and get your kids so I can get on up out of here.